What's up, guys? Card Opening Punk here. I got a nice little deck profile. It's a deck I just took to my locals. It's a Burning Abyss Infernoid Lair of Darkness. People have done this before, but I think the 60 card deck is pretty good. It's got same ability. It doesn't necessarily brick too much. I think it's good. So let's just get into it. First, to start off, we play 3 Rhino because he's essential to BAs. He's pretty self-explanatory. When he gets into the graveyard, so he sends a Fiend to grave, and Fiends can be destroyed by battle card effects. We play 2 Farfa, self-explanatory, banishes, 2 Skarm, searches, 1 Seer, specials from grave, 1 Kakar, bounces a spell or trap, 1 Alick, negates a monster effect, 1 Barbar, banishes up to 3 Burning Abysses to do up to 900 damage to your opponent, 1 Graph, specials from deck, and 1 Libic, specials a Fiend from hand, negates its effect. Next we play, of course, 3 Orbital Highlander. Pretty self-explanatory. If you have more than 5 or more different names in your graveyard with no duplicates, you can special summon them. Then you can send 3 to the graveyard. If you still have no duplicates, you can pop a card. Now for the Infernoids, we play 3 Decatron. I'm trying to get these in German. They're amazing. Just when he's summoned, he sends an Infernoid to grave. He gains its level and its effect. 1 Infernoid Antra. He's there for a name and something to banish for special summon the other ones, but also if you do summon him, he can bounce like a Boral Sword or anything like that. He bounces a card. Next we play 2 Infernoid Harmadic. He pops a monster, but he cannot attack that turn, and on your opponent's turn, he can tribute a monster to banish a card in their graveyard. 1 Infernoid Patrulia. I have this one in German. It pops a spell or trap, cannot attack that turn, and same thing as all the other small Infernoids, it tributes a monster on your opponent's turn to banish a card. Now the best Infernoid, in my opinion, I call him Infernoid Saitama, because he's basically One Punch Man. He only takes 2 monsters to banish to summon him, so you can keep summoning him. He can tribute a monster on either opponent's turn to banish a card in their grave, and when he attacks, after he attacked the monster, whether he killed it or not, at the end of the battle phase, he could banish a card on the grave, non-targeting. So like anything that can't be targeted, he could banish it. So he's really good. Infernoid Devayati. When it's summoned, it pops all spell traps, and it can tribute a monster to negate monster effects and banish them. 3 Infernoid Nanku. When he's summoned, he pops all monsters, and except for himself. And when a spell trap is activated, he can tribute a monster to negate and banish it. Now let's go into the extra monsters. We got 2 Fairy Tale Snow, self-explanatory. Banish for your Orbital Highlander to get its effects off. And, if you need something to special summon in defense mode, is a good card. 3 Arima for the Lair Darkness engine. You pitch him to grave to get a Lair Darkness, and you can also summon him, tribute a monster, and draw a card. Next we got 3 Raiden of the Lightsworn. Hand of the Lightsworn. Self-explanatory, he mills 2, and then in phase he mills 2. Next we got the Bay right here. Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning, because there's a lot of lights and darks in this deck. For my hand trap, I run DD Crow because I sold my Ashes and I don't really feel like running Ash. DD Crow is pretty good because this deck basically banishes people's graveyard. So, someone tries to go for a combo, the monster reborn, you can just chain this and banish the monster, can't be reborn. Or they try to overload fusion or any Cyber Dragon fusion, anything like that. Well, after their targets, you just tribute this, banish one of their targets, and they can't do it. It's really good. Now for the spells, we run 3 Charge of the Light Brigade to mill, because his milling is a cost. Sorry for the rarity bumps. Milling is a cost, and you get to search Raiden. Now for the field spell of the deck, Lair of Darkness. Self-explanatory, you can tribute your opponent's everything becomes dark, and you can tribute your opponent's monster on your turn and their turn once. So you could tribute their monster. So that's why Saitama is pretty good, because he tributes your opponent's monsters to banish the card. So like, for example, I went against Thunder Dragons. I tribute their Colossus to banish it. Because after it's tributed, I could target a monster in a grave and it's already been tributed. I banish it, so it's pretty good. Void Vanishment. Tribute a card to add a Void Spell or Trap, which you add Void Feast. And then you can set Void Feast next to standby phase, activate it, tribute this, special summon up to 3 Infernoids equaling level 8s. Barrel from a different dimension to get back those Infernoids after they've been banished, so you have more summoning conditions. Now let's go into the traps. We got Void Feast. Self-explanatory, it tributes a Void Spell or Trap that's face up or in hand to summon up to 3 Infernoids that up to 3 Infernoids exactly equal the level total of 8. And then last but not least, a little spicy tech here. I got Drowning Mirror Force, because if for some reason you brick and you have this in your hand, they set up a full field of like Colossuses and the Titans, then you can just send it all back to the extra deck. That's it for the deck. Let's go on to the extra deck. It's a 60 card main deck. To start off, we have 2 Dantes, because milling is the point of this deck. 1 Beatrice, because, you know, getting out Pilgrim is not a bad idea. 3 Break Swords, because we can make them and they pop cards, so why not? 1 Borreload, and the one card I'm proud that I finally got, Boral Sword. I had to trade most of my trades for this. But yes, what is a deck without a Boral Sword? It's amazing. I destroyed Thunder Dragons with this card. So that's about it, guys. I hope you like my deck profile. I have more coming. I should have some Sisters of the Rose pack opening soon, so stay tuned for that. Hit that subscribe button for more, and Card Opening Punk signing out.